Hi, everybody. It's Howard the Condo Man, and I have been a lot busier as of late. So I've decided to make an educational video that likely barely anybody will watch. Why you should or shouldn't buy real estate in a holdco. So there is a lot of confusion about having a holdco. What is a holdco? A holdco is essentially an incorporated company that you buy real estate out of instead of in your personal name. So buyers often think there's a big tax saving by buying in a holdco instead of buying in your personal name, but in fact, it's the opposite. If you buy something in your personal name and it's your primary residence, you don't pay capital gains tax. If you buy something in a corporation, you always pay capital gains tax. There may be a very minor amount that you can write off between expenses relative to the rental, but it's extremely minor. And you have to file taxes twice, once personally and once for your holdco when you have a holdco. So why would anybody have a holdco? Well, here's the reason. If you have a corporation that you earn a living out of, so let's pretend that you are an incorporated doctor or you're an incorporated lawyer, you would earn your income into that incorporated company, and then you would pay after tax. Let me say that differently. You would pay a much lower tax rate on the income coming into that corporation rather than the income if it was paid to you personally. So the income in a corporation is about 15% up to $500,000 a year. So clearly that's much lower than the personal tax rate. So the benefit of buying something in a holdco is that if you want to use after corporate tax money, which is taxed at the lower rate, it's very difficult to get a mortgage right from an operating company. Usually the bank wants you to have a holding company where you would move that after corporate tax income and then finance your real estate purchases from the holdco. So all the holdco is really a storage place for after corporate tax money when you are earning an income in a corporation rather than personally. And then the other potential benefit of having a holdco is that you have less actual liability. You still have some personal liability because usually you guarantee the holdco personally, but there's some separation. One of the negatives of having a holdco is it's much more difficult to get financing for a holdco than it is to get simple financing personally. I hope that clarified why people have a holdco. If you have any questions or you want to buy a few investment properties, you want to know about using your after corporate tax income, feel free to text me at 647-892-6636 or email me at howard@howardthecondoman.com. Have a great day.